Hey guys, it's Bookworm Mermaid, and I'm here for another episode of the Winds of Adventure server. As you probably noticed, I've been taking longer to get the videos up just because I've changed my mind a lot of the times on my team, and I'm raising my team and everything. And also, I've been kind of scouring around a place to build my house on the server. I've kind of gone for this place outside Leah Town, and yeah, so I've been in between looking for a place and doing like test builds of buildings that were kind of neat to see what house I'd like best. I was raising my new team of evolutions. Yes, I have gone for a full evolution team, and with MBT Edit, they all have funny colored names and whatnot. And so I've they all the evolutions, and I have a couple EVs, a couple other of the evolutions in my box for finding the right natures and stuff like that. And I got a lot of girls, which I was surprised about. Um, yeah, but anyway, so I've been just raising them. I'm working on my Vaporeon right now for special attack and whatnot. So yeah, it's probably gonna be a long time before I reach the 4th gym. So, but anyway, I wanted to do this episode. I'm gonna probably be building right here because I'm right outside Leah Town. That way is Leah Town or Leah City or whatever you want to call it. And so I kind of want to build right here. It's about the only place that's kind of big enough and empty enough and kind of close enough to the city where I kind of want my house. I tried a couple of different places, and I'll set down like the foundations for my house, and I'll show you a couple other tries for my house and everything like that. And oh yeah, there's another thing. While I was searching for EVs, I got super lucky. I found a female shiny EV, which I thought was gonna be like impossible to find a female one, and I made her into a shiny Umbreon. So I finally got my shiny Ember, and I was so excited. It was really funny. I was looking for Eevees running around the forest near Littlewind, and I heard the Eevee sound. You know, like Eevees make that high pitched noise, and I was like, okay, where's this Eevee? And I'm running around, and I see this flash of silver, and so I think it's like maybe like at first I thought it was like white, so I thought it was like part of a Growlithe or something like that. And then so I'm kind of staring at this tree, and all of a sudden out pops this Eevee, shiny Eevee, and I just about have a heart attack. I I didn't have my recording set up or anything, otherwise I would have recorded it. But yeah, it about gave me a heart attack. So, but I definitely have that on my team now. So I guess that's my new shiny. I don't have very many. I only have 3. Yeah, I have the shiny Ponyta, the shiny Persian, and the now my shiny Umbreon. So anyway, I'm gonna get started on my house. I'm thinking of putting it right here next to this building. I have no idea what this building was. I was thinking of tearing down this building at first, but then I didn't realize what they were gonna use it for, so I decided to leave it. But it's like in the perfect spot for where I want to be. So I'm really tempted to tear it down. Because I don't think anybody's using it. I think somebody was setting up like a stable or something. And it's just been sitting here. And there's no signs on it. So it is. I really like this spot. It's flatter than the spot over there. It's a little farther off the road. Everything. This is part of the kind of the deserted area where people were during like a test run of survival. People were like building houses over there, like regular trainers and everything. And when Joe didn't like it, so he basically forced everybody to abandon their houses over there because there were people building farms and stuff. And so, yeah, I decided I'm just going to tear this down, even though it's kind of a nice looking house. Because nobody's using it. Anyway, this is kind of like the ruined area and everything, and so a lot of Joe turned like this whole area into Ruinville, and so not very much is out here other than built random buildings and stuff like that. But so that's why it was kind of hard for me to find a spot to build, just because so much of it is taken up with random roads and buildings and stuff. And I didn't want to be too far away from any town, so this is in between Fire and Flame and Leah City, as I said, but I'm closer to Leah City. So, Leah City is a pretty cool town. If I have to say, it's probably my, like, maybe third or fourth favorite city in this map. Like, I think my absolute favorite would be Littlewin, just because of it's small and rustic looking, even though it's kind of packed with houses. And then I'd have to say I'd like Emerald, and then I like Port Aqua, maybe? I think there's a toss-up between Port Aqua and Leah, really. I'm so tempted to use TNT on this thing, but I'm just going to put it down by hand just so I don't, like, lag the server out really bad. So yeah, so that's kind of basically what I've been doing. I've been just gathering EVs for my EV team, and everybody that I've told are like, oh, I am so not looking forward to taking you on in the gyms, because EV teams, if they're raised right and they have the right natures and the right moves, they can dominate basically any gym. Like the one who convinced me to go with an all EV team again, John Bag, and he's got the title EV Master, and I have the title EV Mistress, because we're kind of the only two that have kind of got a full evolution team right now. Although a lot of people are going for evolution teams too, especially a lot of newer people. He's got like levels 60s or something like that evolution team, and he just like barrels through all the gyms really. But yeah, he's got a really good team. He's the one that convinced me to go for an evolution team again. Because at first, you know, I love evolutions, and Umbreon's my favorite, as probably you know already, as I've said it probably plenty of times. I love all the evolutions, and but I didn't for some reason I'd like when I first started up my team, you know, I had such a hard time finding EVs that I kind of just said, oh, screw it, and I'll have maybe one or two evolutions on my team. But lately so many people have been finding wild EVs, so I decided to. That's another part of my decision to do it, is that more EVs were being spotted, and people were saying, hey, do you need an EV and everything like that. So yeah, I got like half my EVs by someone else. So and that's another reason I was able to control the natures a lot more easily that way, because I could ask for a certain nature or something like that. Like what is it? I think I got my Flareon from somebody, and they have a mild nature, which is good for special attack. I don't remember what it takes away from, but I remember it's good for special attack. That's why I picked it. Yeah, so I have like a team, like my Vaporeon is special attacker, so Espeon special attacker, Carly, my Glaceon is I think a defense, because Glaceon can learn some good attacks and special attacks, so I tried to pick a nature that would not hinder either one of those and not hinder the speed, because the speed sometimes is what really makes an evolution so good, is because it's faster than a lot of other things, other than like maybe an Alakazam and a Electrode or something like that. So I think she has like special defense or defense or something. My Umbreon is a powerhouse. It's got an attack nature, not adamant, which kind of sucks. It's got a naughty nature though, which I think is a good second. Jolteon has a jolly nature, so it's speed all the way. That's about the only thing that makes Jolteon worth having on your team, other than maybe like a Leafeon. Just because it can get so fast, it can. And if you raise it right, it can have good special attack too for good moves. And then, like I said, my Flareon's special attack also. But and I don't remember exactly what the natures take away from either. I tried to get ones that didn't have too bad of a nature. And like I said, I have a couple different copies of the evolutions, just so so I could see what they look like, and you know, I know when I found one that had an okay nature, and then along came another one that had a better nature, and so I switched it out. I have 3 Umbreons now, which is hilarious. When at first I had so much trouble getting just one, but a friend ball, actually any Pokeball kind of helps now, because there's a bug with Pixelmon where if you catch any Pokemon with any Pokeball, it automatically is at 70 happiness points, or friendship points, if you want to call them. So, but like that negates the friend ball effect. So yeah, even using a friend ball, it's only 70, so that kind of sucked. Okay, so I'm just gonna fill this in so I have a flat surface to work with. And I'll probably just I'll probably set the outline, because I've tried a few designs and I've kind of found that I like all the designs I did before, but they were kind of my own designs and spur of the moment type thing, so they didn't really look correct to me. So what I'm doing is I'm going to be basically ripping off someone else's design and putting my own spin on it, just because I like their design so much. And it's going to be a farmhouse. That's what I've decided. I want to live like on a quaint little farm. And so what I'll probably do is I'll probably have I'll have a farmhouse here, and then like a little area around the house. I'll have like a field of like wheat, a field of carrots, a field of potatoes, and whatnot. And they won't be very big, because I think that can cause a lag on the server. But I want it to feel like it's a farm. So that's what I'm gonna do. I make like little gardens and everything like that. Plus, I like the look of the effect of having like rows of wheat, and it makes it look like, you know, wheat fields that have like the wheat is just really cool looking. And then I'll have to like block it off from any Pixelmon or Pokemon to get in, because if they get in, they can trample the crops, which sucks. But and the server is doing really good lag-wise lately. Yeah, it's not so bad as long as somebody's not in the spawn area. I think who was it that told me? I don't remember, but Winjo has decided to move the spawn, but they're gonna move it in like chunks. So they're gonna like separate it into fourths or something, or maybe even smaller, to move it to a new location closer by. So yeah, that's a good thing, because that should cut down on the lag a lot, because that's the main problem. And okay, so this is all flattened out. How do I want to start? So I guess straight up from this path. I might change this offshoot path into another material, because I don't really like quartz. Ooh, Boss Spearow. I don't want to fight it though, because I think it's speed, and right now none of my evolutions I'm training for speed. So, but anyway, what I was saying was I don't really like quartz blocks as a road itself. I think it looks really weird. So I might change it to a design I like. I can't change the major road. So what I might do is I might like just go until this corner, because Winjo, a lot of the ideas I have for the road I want to do, Winjo doesn't like, because I tested him out on a certain area and Winjo said he didn't like them, so I had to change him back, along with the help of BMX. But so yeah, so I'm just gonna do it like on this little patch of land I have right here. Okay, what do I want as building blocks? Let's go with oak wood. I kind of like the look of wood and stone together, so I'm gonna go with that. Trying to remember how this looks, because this is from a famous YouTuber. If you know him, it's Yogcast Shin, and I'm doing his kind of a look-alike of his farmhouse off the FTB series, or Feed the World as it is for him. So yeah, I'm just basically copying kind of his design. And trying to remember exactly how big this is. I think that's how it goes. I haven't built it in so long. I kind of forgotten how it looks a little bit. I think that's right for the stairs, but for some reason I want to think it's no, it's definitely not 2. So this is good. So then I don't know. I kind of remember the dimensions of that house, but I don't remember specifically. So I might make just my own dimensions, because I think it was like 4 in the middle. So like that would kind of be like the dimensions of the house right there. But I don't think that's really big enough. That might be too big though, making it bigger than that. I'll stick with like maybe 1 block bigger. And then I'm probably gonna put this 1 more block in. And like I said, I'll just do like the foundations, and then I'll like show you guys other examples of houses I've fiddled with. In fact, there's one that's in Emerald where I first kind of considered having my house. How many is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Anyway, what I was saying was, my first house I kind of built was in Emerald Town, because like I said, it's one of my favorite towns, just because I took a major part in building that one itself. Not to mention, I'm the official gym leader of that one. Is this right? I think this is right. Like, so this is gonna be like the balcony, or not the balcony, the porch. And so it's gonna be like like this. Yeah, I think that's what it is. Like I said, it's been kind of a while since I've built this. I've only built like 1 or 2, or maybe 3 versions of this thing. And so I'm a little rusty. It's been a couple months since I built it. But it's like my favorite version of a kind of a quaint little house. It's not little, but it's not huge either. So it's kind of like my favorite house, I guess. I don't think these go here. I think they go here, and then this like wraps all the way around the house, I think. Get out of the way, lick a tongue. No, that looks weird. That looks weird. Because it's so off center. I'll keep it like this. There, and why didn't these places lag? And do I remember? I kind of think I do, where like this. And then like the entire frame of the house is like 1 block up. And then there's, yeah, I think I'm starting to remember this. I might have to dig out some of that hill over there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's where I originally did it, on the first build. And I kind of figured that was slightly too small. So I might go too farther out than before. Okay, yeah. That sounds about right. Make it a little bigger than normal. Building the frame. And one thing about having the frame like off the ground like this is that it can you can kind of like make it look like it's following the land a little more without like digging out a big hole. So yeah, it's kind of one advantage of it. And I'll probably pretty this up to make it look more natural. Because like there's like a little, get out of the way. There's like a little basement part down here. Kind of, or at least I like to put like a basement. And unlike Shin, I put like a basement downstairs as a storage room. There we go. Oop, that's wrong. At least, oops, at least want this thing 2 blocks away from the edge of the house. Just digging it out. There we go. So I'm gonna make this look more natural. Might want to grab a piece just so I can fill in the gaps that have stone in them. And there's the cutoff. So I need to like, and it's not going to look like supernatural, but it'll look like it's not like just ragged cuts. And so I just do kind of like this stair system kind of thing, where it's just, it goes up in steps. And then the grass will grow, and it'll make it look a little better. See? Someone getting pranked by someone that has a Mew on the server. Yeah, a lot of people have Mews on the server, again. Me included. I found a Mew while I was working on the house in Emerald Town. And that's it. It's an enormous Mew. And I gave it a funny name. I'll probably show it to you really quick. Okay, there's like the kind of the outline of the house, and I'll put down like a floor, and then I'll be done with it for now. I'll probably work on it again, and I'll probably be completely finished when I record again. Just because, like I said, I'm probably gonna follow the schedule of maybe a video once a week, just because I don't feel like recording every day like I used to. That was when I was kind of going through the hype of I was still slightly new to the server, and I was eager to play on it like every single day and every hour I could. Okay. So I'm gonna have to get a musket for this guy in here because he can't be in here. Sorry, look at tongue. Die. His belly goes like really red. There we go. Okay. And then there's like a gap between the logs here. Oop. from the fence. I think it's just a kind of it's a design feature that I kind of liked. It'd probably be easier if I was on the ground, so I wasn't like flying overhead. And I'll put a sign out saying Ella's home, don't touch. Because if somebody, like, not very many people wander this far, because like they're still like on the fourth gym. A lot of like I think half the trainers are on like the very early gyms, like fourth and third and whatnot, just because so many people have gone back to school that they don't really have time to come on all the time to work for their gyms. So a lot of us mods are stuck with tons of gym battles when we get on, and a lot of people have to wait like days between rematches if they lose. And so yeah, so Winjo's kind of been adding a few more junior mods, and I finally learned how to use NBT Edit to copy the gym Pokemon. So since Etch is hardly ever on here anymore because I think it's school, unless he works, but I think it's school. So now I can do it too, and so there's more of us that are able to give gym pokes out without somebody having to be an op. Okay, almost done. There's the floor. It's gonna be big. That's actually quite big, yeah. And then the door kind of goes right there. So I need to put. Okay, so I'm gonna be done for now, I guess, with this house. I'll go show you the other houses I've built. Don't. Oops, wrong signal. Nope. Oop, that was the right one. Don't touch. Touch. There we go. Ella's new house, don't touch. Okay. So, I'll head on over to Leah here so I can transport all the way over to Emerald Town. I'm sorry if my voice is kind of cracking or anything. It's just I think I've been slightly sick lately. It's a big Meowth. And next to a really tiny Meowth. Did you see that? Look at that. Must be a pygmy Meowth and an enormous Meowth side by side. Same level and everything. Anyway, and here's one version over here I could show you. It's right next to Leah Town, and I've kind of just left it here for whoever wants to use it. It looks fine, except maybe from the sides, I think. I don't really like the looks of it from the sides. But it's a nice design. It's kind of similar to the one I just used, except the layout and the wood used is slightly different. But yeah, so this is here right outside Leah Town for anybody who can get a house and they just don't have the time to build one. They can just claim this one if they want, like any of the other abandoned buildings in towns and stuff like that. And it's just kind of out of the way here. You could probably ask a moderator or somebody like me to give you ops so you could build a pathway to your house, just so you have one. Oop. Okay. So the very first version of a house I did was here in Emerald Town. And there it is. Why is there shoes here? It's see, I said abandoned. Whoever claims it first can do whatever they want with it. Ella. This used to be my house. I'm gonna put this on far distance just so you can see how tall it is. I did this basically all by hand since I don't have World Edit. BMX helped, but it's a really tall. It's basically it's an enlarged version of a jungle tree is what I tried to do, with a little fountain here, and I did cool little things with lights. Like there's redstone lamps underneath these leaves, and there's glowstone and the leaves going up. And I thought this was a cool idea to just have a cool way to hide the lights going up the stairs. Is just have a tree inside a tree. It's really cool. So yeah, you come up here, and each of these branches have a glowstone in them. And these windows I thought were cool because they were open, and I designed them in a way that vines can't grow over them. But I also designed them in a way so you could fly in and out really easily. And I'll be coming up to like a first room here, or side branch. It's basically like a kid's bedroom type of thing. Just cause with like a TV, bunk beds, toy chest with a carpet on the floor, and it's part of a branch. I think it looks cool. That was basically kind of a joke. I wasn't planning on making 2 branches on this tree, but BMX said it needed more branches, so I added another one. And since I'm technically married on this server, I decided to have fun and make a kids room. And I put NPCs in there for like a little bit, and then BMX deleted them because I forgot to when I logged off. Because Joe doesn't like having this unnecessary NPCs. Anyway, this is like the lounge area with the tiny TV and a couch, the kitchen, dining room, whatnot. And then all the way at the top, I love the view from here. It's one of the reasons why I chose this area. But yeah, like I said, this is my first house. I'm very proud of it, but it's just, it didn't feel like an actual house to me. It felt more like a monument to something. So even though it has like rooms and stuff like that, I decided not to use it. So it's up for grabs. And since it's so huge and it's got so many leaves on it, I wouldn't be surprised if maybe Joe demands it to be destroyed just because it's so huge. You know, and I would be disappointed, but I'd understand, because I bet this might cause a lot of lag. But anyway, up here's the master bedroom. Everything, and it's got like a coat closet with a trader in it. The bed, nightstands, TV, kind of like a sun deck with like all the Pokemon amenities. And then you can come out here. There's no railing, so you gotta be careful. And there's like a little stairway to get up to the very top of the tree. And I was kind of planning on doing something up here, but then I lost my creative juices and just stopped. But yeah. So this was my first version of a home. It's right underneath the cloud layer, I just noticed. That's so cool. But yeah. So this is it in all its glory. I think it looks really cool. Oh, and I hope they keep it around. Just, they might convert it from being into a house to being maybe like a museum or something. Well, of course, we already have a museum on here, but I bet they could put maybe like a cool quest or something in here. Like they hollow it out and there's like mini bosses on the branches, and then there's a big boss at the very top you had to beat. Like maybe, what would be a boss that would be in the forest? Mew. Or you could put Mewtwo up here, that'd be cool. Yeah, that would be really cool, have Mewtwo at the top of a giant tree. And this could be the, what was that from that Pokemon movie? The Tree of Beginning or something like that, where Mew grew up. That'd be kind of cool, wouldn't it, to turn this into that, and it be here in Emerald Town? I don't know, it's just an idea. So if when Joe or somebody sees it and they want to tackle that task, they can transform this into a, I gotta say, it's kind of a basic tree, because I haven't built a large tree before, but I think it still looks cool. So it's like, if you want to transform it, go right ahead. But yeah, so this was just, I think it looks just really cool. So this was my first, oh, it's a little oddish. It looks so cute with the new reskin. I don't want leather boots. Anyway, before I leave, I promised to show the Mew I got. Went here, and its name is Pink. And it's a tribute to Winjoe, because he loves Mews almost as much as anybody else. But he loves them, I think, more than anybody else, and he always has one. So I dedicated this Mew, and I called it Winjolina. So, yeah. That's her name. And she's an enormous one, so she's huge. Everything. It's kind of funny because Winjo always has like a pygmy one. So anyway, yeah. So that's this video, guys. I might do one in about another week or so. Like I said, I'm not sure. It depends on how fast I train my Pokemon and when I feel up to recording and all that. So, anyway, guys, this is Bookworm Mermaid signing off. Bye, guys.